Hello, you'll find me at the Rye and District country show near Icklesham. I managed to annoy the bus driver this morning because I stopped in the wrong place. I think the passengers were slightly miffed. But here we see a Steyr 1500A/01 heavy 4x4 command vehicle. This is out in the deserts of Africa. The Royal Sussex Regiment have got it now, which is nice. Look at it. That's a beastie. Right. Looks like an air-cooled engine of some kind. 8 cylinders, so it's looks like a V8 of some kind. It looks like it's essentially maybe air-cooled. Is there a radiator here? No, there isn't. It's air-cooled. Just trying to think. The only other air-cooled V8 I've ever heard of is off a Tatra.
So, ladies and gentlemen,
Steyr. Yeah, Steyr Pooch make off-roaders, and I think they did off-road vehicles.
Started off with railway carriages originally, before the
one
First
thing
World
that's
War.
supposed to happen at 9:30 is that all vehicles
after the war,
that
they
are
were
not
mainly
part of
car
your standard
machinery.
display
Yeah.
Now the
should be
company's completely
removed
split up
to
and
the
its
car
owned by
park.
Canadians.
Yeah, because I'm just looking at this, but I'm looking at it from an engineering and car guy point of view. I don't want to go into the history that surrounds that, except for the bit where it says it belongs to the Royal Sussex Regiment.
But when you think ideal for Russia, which is where it operates, because otherwise it would have frozen up, which was the big problem they had.
Yeah, I think it's.
It drops down to below -40.
Oh, it still does it over there now. We used to have a news channel from Russia, and you'd see the weather forecast for Russia, and it's like, I think it's Omnicon and Anadir -50. You know, it's like, wouldn't want to go there.
Well, a lot of people don't realise, I mean, if you go to, I don't know what it's like now, years since I've been, but if you went to Sweden, back in the 70s, 80s, you saw what looked like parking meters down the streets. They're not parking meters. In the winter, you plug your car into this meter and you have heaters in the sump.
Oh, right.
So it keeps the oil warm. So that
Oh, a sump heater. Yeah, oil pan heater or something.
lots of things like that. People just
I think they have that in Canada, I suppose.
I would think so, yeah.
Yeah. No, I just thought I'd have a look at this and look at it from a engineering point of view rather than historical. Yesterday was quite a heavy day, so yeah. So I'm just going to proceed on through the classic cars now. Cheers for your time, by the way. I think I managed to. Here we see an Alfa Sud, I think there's a Giulia to the side of it. So there's a couple of Alfa Romeos here. If we move on a bit, we're just gonna focus on round. Oh, they must have 1 horsepower. And now back to the classic cars. We see here a Brera, Alfa Romeo. It is said by a certain motoring journalist that you're not really a petrol head until you've owned one of these. So I think I need to sort that out. And if we walk along here, we see the MG and Classic Car Club of Rother. There's a couple of MGBs. Now there's a bit of an interesting MG here. It's got the bonnet bulge, so I'm wondering if that might be an MGC, or maybe I think that looks like an MGC actually. There's an interesting bulge in the bonnet to the driver's left, so it's probably where the SU carburetor went. So I'm not really up on these. Actually, it'd be better if I ask. Is this an MGC? Yeah, because I thought that it had a distinctive bulge in the bonnet to fit the engine, and I think that small bulge there is probably where the carburetor went, or had something to do with it. Yeah, so this is an MGC. They're quite rare because, well,
there's only 247 left on the road in the UK.
Because there's plenty of MGBs on the road,
Loads and loads.
and there's the V8 version as well. Here we are. And that, I don't know what series of, but that's a twin SU carb there.
2 in 1 3/4 inch, 3 litre straight six.
And that's about, how many brake is that?
About 160 something.
160. Not too bad then.
Not too bad. I've taken this all over Europe and on a motorway through France in overdrive.
Yeah, because they use this particular 6-cylinder, I think, in something called the Austin 3 litre, which is based around the Land Crab, which was the 1800s.
Well, it's the original. Went in the DAF lorry.
Oh, right.
It went in the DAF lorry and then it went.
Cool.
It's it's quite an amazing engine actually. It's done quite a lot of.
For some reason, there are not as many of these as there was with the MGB.
No, the reason behind this was they were producing. This was made in '69. Well, the back end of '69. It was released 1st January 70, and it was really for the American market.
Yeah, we got a massive 90 brake.
Oh, right.
And so there's quite a few sold in the States, about 2,500, and then because it was a bit of a muscle car. But it's just not. It wasn't successful over here, and also bad suspension. Used to roll, and so this is one of the few with a factory fitted cage on the back.
Oh, I've noticed the old roll hoop, as I call it, referred to as a roll hoop.
That's right.
Because I always thought a cage would be over.
Sorry, I don't. I'm partially driving now. So, well, I don't drive the car. My wife drives the car.
I'm just trying to think where that goes actually.
It goes in there. Well, no, there should be.
I wish I knew how it's done because I'd help you out. Oh, you got it.
I say, but I'm severely sighted. So it's been rebuilt. It's been rebuilt the engine. Stripped the bodywork down. Had it 20 years. I wouldn't drive anything as a car.
We're hoping to finish
It's
ours
so
over winter, but
fabulous when you drive. It's so smooth.
Yeah. It's pretty.
yeah.
Yeah, quite like it. I quite like these.
If you can find one, what happened was they had the Healy 3000.
It's a race car, so
They stopped making the Healy 3000, and this was the replacement for the Healy 3000. And it never caught on in the same way. And a lot of people said it was a Friday afternoon design car because they thought, well, we'll stick a DAF lorry in an MGB and we'll see what happens. And to be honest, the balance was all wrong. There's too much weight.
Yeah. Because I think the V8
A lot lighter.
because it was an aluminium one, wasn't it? Alloys.
Yeah, it's the alley. And also a whole lot more power. But I mean, this is what it is. Isn't it? Stick it in top, put the overdrive in, get 30 to the gallon out of it, and you can drive.
Yeah, not bad actually, not bad.
To the south of France.
Oh, well, I better let you get on, I suppose.
Yeah, my pleasure.
But, cheers for your time, by the way.
Absolutely.
Right, next to that is a Morris Minor 1000 Traveller. We're just seeing a Riley of some kind being manoeuvred, so I won't go over there. So here's a MGF, just here, one of the later MGs. Another couple of MGBs here. Oh, this is an interesting one. This looks like the Panther. It just says it's a Panther, but some Callista. I've never ever seen one.
V6 engine in it.
Is that a Ford V6
The Ford Cologne
clone?
from from the Granada.
Ah, yeah. So I think they're also used in Capris, weren't they?
That's right.
2.8.
Yeah.
Apparently they were lightning fast. So is this quite quick?
Yeah, I mean it's quite a light body on it. The only problem is because it's got the bicycle wheels on it.
Okay.
To go over sort of 70, it starts lifting. Well, not too much, but it gets just a little bit.
But you
light.
sort of, it goes light on the steering.
Yeah.
You don't want that when you're trying to.
But you know, you don't want to start driving at that sort of speed.
Nah, well. Yeah, I thought I had heard of Panther before because they did something called a
Panther
Rio.
bikes. Yeah, Panther Rio. There's the Panther DeVille.
Yeah, I think I might have seen a picture of it, but never in the flesh.
Right. If you have watched the 101 Dalmatians, then
sort of.
the last one.
Ah, right.
The guys,
Oh.
they took an actual Panther DeVille and used that in there as her car.
Ah, right. That's,
So there's also a J72, which was an SSK lookalike.
ah, right. I think I might have seen an SSK. I don't know if it's an actual one or a replica. I sometimes see that at Faversham.
Yeah, but the J72 was very much a lookalike
Yeah.
for that.
Yeah. So this is a Panther Callista. It's never seen one before. Now I've seen one. Right. Cheers for your time. Have a good day. Hopefully the weather gets better.
So do I.
Yeah. Being in a drop top in iffy weather is a bit. Will I get a wet bottom? I know a lot of motorcyclists probably do.
Always put the lid on.
Yeah. Here we have another MGB. Next to that's a Morris Minor 1000. Drop top. Roof's up because, well, the weather's always iffy. Here's a Honda S2000. Bit of a modern classic actually, to be honest. Obviously we've got to be careful of other cars moving around because they're still arriving. Here's a Morgan Plus 4, I think. I quite like the Morgans actually, they look like a lot of fun. Here's a Ford Capri. I'm going to take it. Let's have a look at the engine first and then we'll just have a quick looky poos around here. It's the Ford Capri. Now that is a proper Capri. And that's what they should have revived as a concept. Look at that's another couple of seconds on that because this automotive pornography. Sorry, I'm gonna get thingy for that. Right. We see a. I've forgotten what this one is, but look next to that here's the car with its Mini Me. And today the Mini Me, there's barely any room in that car. Sorry. Let's get another view of this.
So, ladies and gentlemen, anyone of you looking
What is
for
the
something
time?
to eat or
Yeah, so here's a.
at 10 o'clock?
I don't know what that is. Not sure. I know it's V8 powered, I think. And there's like a miniature version of it next to it. Onwards, we see an MGB with the roof up because British weather. Next to that is a Chevrolet Corvette C3 Stingray P 1976, this one. Next to this is a Chevrolet Corvette 1996. I'm just trying to think which one this is. Probably an ordinary one. Here we see another Ford Capri 1983. Next to that's a Hudson that's never going to get painted. That's a 1947 Super 6 here. Now if we move on now, we see a Lancia Fulvia 1.3S Series 2A. Now if we have a look at the engine, see the engine is canted over. Look at that, there's the cylinder head. There's all the carbs now on top. That is quite something. That is quite something. Quite like the Fulvia actually. Always have done. Another, I think that's an MG TF 160. Next to that is a Jaguar E-Type. I'm going to have a little look at the front, because if the front grille is like a birdcage grille, that's a Series 3. Try and have a quick read. And it looks like the B12 one. Obviously there's a cat on top of it as well. Here's a Morris Minor 1000 drop top with the top down. Next to this is then another MGB. Here's a, this one says it's a Sebring, so this might have been like a racing version that got put together. Here's a, looks like a XJ12. This is an XJ12 that hasn't been restored, hasn't been butchered in any way, and they haven't put the wrong engine in it. This has got the, everything's all present and correct on it. Here we come to a Rover 3500, or as everybody knows this one, the P6. This is the P6, quite an advanced motor for its time. I'm just going to have a look from this side, and a shout out to the Bexhill 100 Motoring Club. I'm going to go on the north, visit them next week. This is a PT Cruiser. Next, here's a couple of oh wait a minute, I should remember this. These are either an A30 or an A35. There's two of them here. And there looks to be a, oh, I'm going to try and read this one up. This is a A40 Somerset in drop top form. I like the fact that Austin used to name some of their cars after places, like they had a weird obsession with geography. Here's a Bedford Austin lorry, so is that a K4? I think that's a K4. I'm just going to video some cars coming in now. So which one's that one? That's a Triumph TR6 coming in, and there's a lime sort of lurid green Fiat X19. Oh, alright. So there's a Triumph TR6. That is a Fiat X19 in lurid green. Lovely shade of lurid green actually. I'm going to go back down there in a minute. Yeah, so I'm going to make my way back down here now. I saw a Fiat X19 at work the other day. It looked as though it was still in use. It was a 1988 model, so it's very late on. But I think I've got until about 10:45. Yeah, so there's a, so if we make our way down here again, there's the TR6 again. If we make our way down to the Minis this time, I've got to be aware that cars have been manoeuvring at this point. So they got till 10 o'clock to do it. And that's here's the first of the minis. That's a 19, what is that one? So there's a couple of minis here. Those are actually proper minis. That's one of the last of them, I think. The X-Reg one. So there's an X-Reg from 1980s, and there's the last of the minis there. What's this? What, that one? That one? Yeah, I think that was the last of them, weren't they? Yeah, and then they... Oh, right. Because, what's the best way of putting it? This, so that is the last of the proper minis. Because anything after that, let's not go there. I would look at that from an engineering point of view, but would Alec Isagonis have designed the Mini in the way that it looks now, as opposed to that?
I'd like to see what he would have done with the technology now. What he would have done with one of these.
Yeah.
Well, we were hoping, because BMW were trying an electric car, and they actually put an electric motor in one of these, and they used it as a test bed. And everybody went, the classic owners would buy one of those for electric, if it was electric.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, they converted one of these to electric to test their thing out, didn't they? Their electric bits out.
I must admit, I'm not into electric cars.
That's not the way
I
to go.
tried not to bring electric cars into the video, and I've just accidentally done it because I suddenly realised I saw a modern day Ford Capri, which is an electric car, and I thought, I personally found it to be an affront.
Yeah.
Because I thought,
Electric's not the way to go.
because how's the power grid? If everybody tomorrow decided to get a famous
cars.
electric car from America, where their CEO is a little bit eccentric,
Stephen, you got something hanging on that door.
how would the power grid actually cope? It
Japs
won't.
are playing with hydrogen, which seems to be a much better option.
How can it be environmentally friendly when you take lithium from Congo, send it to China to make the batteries, and then send it to the UK?
And how is it environmentally friendly when you have to dispose of the batteries afterwards? So they're not recyclable.
Worse than nuclear waste.
Because that's into a whole multi-million-pound business building factories now to deal with
Just to deal with all the...
all the crap and crud at the end.
Yeah, because you can't recycle the windmills either. They go in the ground. They're landfill
Yeah.
all day long. On a happier note, though,
Another well thought out plan, I think. On a happier note.
at least I'll get to see the last of the minis.
Yeah.
At least
This has got the multi-point injection in it.
Do you want to look under the bonnet?
can do. Yeah. Is it the K series engine?
Still the A.
It's an
Still the A?
proper A series.
Yeah. Oh, wait a minute. That means the A series lasted until 1999,
2000.
2000.
It's an A series engine.
Because if I was to point out an A series engine somewhere, it's just up there. There was an Austin, either A30 or A35s. They're A series as well,
Yeah, they're all A series.
from 1952 to 2000. Yeah, that's a long-lived design.
A30s, A40s.
That's a long-lived design.
Morris Marina.
Yeah, the early Morris Marina.
Oh, what was the later ones?
They-
I think.
Yeah, they
All I know.
Oh yeah, the frog-eyed Sprite.
all
The frog eyes, yeah, I've seen those.
Some of the MGs, yeah.
Because
except they put Triumph engines in the very late ones.
yeah, because I remember also the A Plus, which is a variation of this. That was in my mum's first car, which was a Metro 1000.
Yeah, they had the A plus.
I think which one? Not City, because they were rubbish. There was a higher compression version. but they told her they couldn't convert it to unleaded, so we had to stick with 4-star all the time that we had it.
A plus was designed for unleaded. A plus.
Oh, so the mechanics sort of lied to us basically. If only I knew who it was.
I think that's A plus.
No, this is
No,
an A.
that's an A, but that's got unleaded head on it.
Yeah, so you can convert these.
We got a City, which is that's an A.
I think when
She's quite happy running on 95. I don't have to put 97 in it.
no, I think yeah, because we were told we couldn't convert it to unleaded because they, well, obviously they probably
Well,
didn't
it's
want
only a
to.
big change.
No, it's just change the exhaust valve seats, innit?
Yeah.
Take the soft metal out, stick harder stuff in,
Harder seats.
or
Unleaded, they burn the seats, don't burn the valves.
because I remember also they did have lead replacement at one point.
Yeah.
Because I think a friend of mine, he had a Maestro, that was a 1.3 A series, that was 4-star. And I was surprised he didn't try and get that converted to unleaded, because unleaded at the time was cheaper.
You can go to Morris Minor for 200 quid, you can exchange head. Unleaded.
Yeah.
Already just plopped straight on.
Yeah,
I said the only thing with these, I said to somebody at work about the Mini, but the engines are still being developed. So basically, A series will go on all the time they're racing, and you will end up with race parts all over it because
Yeah.
it's still being developed. It's not as in a BMW. Once it came to the end of its life, we're not going to produce that engine anymore.
so I could actually get bits for these easily.
Yeah.
Mini spares you could buy A
Got
series.
Buy the body shell, buy
Morris.
half engine.
Yeah.
Morris Minor, you can get anything you like if you've got that
Yeah.
sort of thing.
I'm doing a brand new turbo for it as well.
Oh, right, because I know you can.
When he's going, he's finally builds the engine, designs an engine for one of these.
This was only a temporary measure until he actually made the engine.
Yeah, because he was.
Sounds like he didn't get round to it.
Well, there was a twin cylinder engine he did actually, but the usual British Leyland, they couldn't afford to develop.
No, they couldn't.
Yeah.
It just never worked.
Or they couldn't be asked.
It couldn't work, and it was like we have
Sorry.
to produce because it was done in.
Yeah, because after he did that, he got pushed onto like the Land
Yeah, but
Cruiser
what about
and this
after
and
it?
stuff.
Because they down tuned it to 850 because it started chasing Jaguars up and down the hills.
Yeah,
Too
he
much
said it was
power
too
on
much
one
dear.
power.
unit.
Deary me, what is it with British? We're just trying to be positive, and then suddenly British Leyland gets mentioned. It just goes downhill, Ken. The working class hero is something to be, but except when you're trying to build a car, I suppose.
Well, I reckon that this was was the only car that ever made any money.
Just gets
British
better,
Leyland.
doesn't it? Just
Kept
Just
British
gets
Leyland
better.
afloat.
just gets better, doesn't it?
Only the 1986 Christmas advert killed the Metro.
Oh no.
Because somebody wrote and said, I want to as you don't produce the Mini now, can you tell me a decent second-hand dealer so I can buy one because my one's finished? And he wrote back and said, but we still produce them new. Well, I didn't know, so they did the Christmas advert, which suddenly and then they stopped. No, we wanted to buy a Metro.
It's on YouTube.
There's your Jag there, by the way.
1, 2.
All right. Oh well, I better continue onwards, I suppose.
Yeah,
Looks
onward
like
and
a Armstrong Sidley here,
Yeah, lovely.
of some kind.
Right,
If I had the money, I would. But then, if I was to buy a classic, I have this American idea of let's stick a V8 in it and find out what happens. That's probably why you can't get a Ford Model A that's original anymore.
No.
In fact, I think
try and keep these fairly original because people just bugger around with them.
I personally want to turbocharge it because it looks like a strong engine to take it. And I suspect they've already done it.
Well, they put VTEC on the VTECs in and stuff like that.
Yeah, I think someone in Australia did that. Put a B series VTEC in it. Someone in Australia did it.
Yeah.
They also supercharged the Mini, but they couldn't get a 5-speed gearbox, so they had to change it again.
You can actually buy
£2.5 for a 5-speed gearbox.
You can actually
Yeah,
buy
we are talking Australians here. They have their own ideas on anything. Oh well, I better continue on. Yeah, so there's a Armstrong Sidley. There's a Morris Minor 1000 here. That's an A series engine in that. There's a Austin 10.4. Yes, there's an Austin 10.4. There's a Austin 7.
5 hours to drive from here. Yeah.
Next to that is a Toyota Celica. I think that's a Celica. Yeah, it is. Next to that's a Humber Scepter. So there's a Humber Scepter. Next to that's a Riley. And there's a MGTC 1948, because someone has helpfully written it down the side of it.